From the AM/FM 24/7 radio network, broadcasting from AM and FM stations around the country. Welcome to the Small Business Administration award-winning School for Startups Radio, where we talk all things small business and entrepreneurship. Now, here is your host, the guy that believes anyone can be a successful entrepreneur, because entrepreneurship is not about creativity, risk, or passion, Jim Beach.
Welcome back to School for Startups Radio. I hope you're having a great day out there. You know, one of the things we like to do from time to time is bring on the big boys, the guys from the Fortune 500 companies, the Fortune 100, and let them tell us what they are doing for small businesses. So today we have AT&T. I actually still have my att.net email address that you hear about every day here on the show. So I'm giving this company money every month. I got to let you know that. Lou,
we thank you, Jim.
Yeah, I expect a discount now. Anyway, we bring these fascinating people on, the people who are running these big companies, and let them tell us what they are doing. So today we have Lou Delery. He is the Senior Vice President of Marketing with AT&T. Lou, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Jim, and thanks for having me on the show today.
Well, you're very welcome, and you're also welcome for the $8-9 I send you every month just to have an email address. I mean, y'all are really good because I'm paying a lot for an email address that I could get for free. So, well done. I will never give it up either because it's tattooed in too many places. Lou, what is your company doing for small business? Do you have a focus on small business? Give us the big level 30,000-foot view of what AT&T is doing for small business.
Oh, great, Jim. Appreciate that. One of the things that AT&T is doing is, first off, I belong, as you mentioned, I'm the Senior Vice President of Marketing and Product Management at AT&T for small business. And we have dedicated a group of folks to concentrate all their efforts just on the small business markets. AT&T has over 3 million customers that we put into the small business classification, and by no means are small business customers considered to be small. That's just kind of how we put them relative to the large enterprise customers. So what we do at AT&T is we listen to customers through focus groups. We try to come up with solutions that really help small business owners to do better with their customers in their marketplace, and that's really what we're focused on, Jim.
Well, you said some of the things that are important to me. I do want to be treated differently than the big business because my needs are very different. One of the things I'm having trouble with is technology, the way it's constantly changing. How can you help me with that?
Jim, that's an excellent point. And I want to talk just for a couple of seconds about technology. And at AT&T and as most in the telecom business, there are a number of things right now that are really changing the way that small business owners can do their business. And I want to kind of talk about three areas. One is an area that's really important, which is the whole movement towards being mobile. And by being mobile, I really want to talk about the fact that you're not tethered to any particular location. And so I think it's really important as a small business owner to recognize that you can transact your business anywhere you want to transact your business. But being mobile, as important as that is, that's simply not enough. And when you think about kind of the next technology piece, it's all about virtualization, or said without the fancy term, it means being able to contract your business in a way when you're away from your office or away from a location, anywhere you want to in the same manner. And a lot of the things that are going on right now with cloud technology and other kinds of technology is allowing small business owners to do what they want to do, not only being mobile, but in the same capacity as they would be able to do it, where they were in let's say a brick and mortar building. And sort of the third area I want to talk about that's really important is the whole idea about location-based service. As a small business owner, not only as it helps you with your business and understanding where your employees might be, but also to kind of get some ideas about your customers and what kind of patterns they may have. And so I think as a small business owner today, you have to make sure that, one, your business is very mobile, two, that it's really virtual and able to transact any place they want to, and then thirdly, that you know where your assets are and where your people are in a way that can provide better customer service to your customers as well. So that's really where we're focusing a lot of our efforts, is to create solutions that really map to that, and kind of feeding into something that's important to us at AT&T, having the world's best 4G network and have that available anywhere in the United States is really important. So as a small business owner, we want to make sure that you're comfortable no matter where you are, that you can have the best technology.
When you were going through your list, Lou, I was checking myself off and going, how important is that to me? And boy, you really did nail it. I have my att.net account. One of the reasons I still like it is because I can use it on my iPhone, on my PC, on my Mac laptop, or on my tablet. It works anywhere, and it works just the way I want it to. So you're 100% right. I'm obsessed with my mobility. And then also the fact that I can work 100% anywhere. I do this radio show from India from time to time, and no one knows that, and I get away with it. And number 3, I'm obsessed with knowing where my employees are and what they're doing. That's so important to me. You nailed me right on the head.
Well, that's great. When we think, in fact, Jim, when we think about our customers, and we've, done a lot of research, and it shows that 85% of small business owners that were surveyed use smartphones or tablets to be more productive outside the office. And one of the big areas that we're really seeing a big explosion in is how tablets have been able to change the way that business processes are done. For example, whether it's, using a tablet to automate just a template or something that you use all the time, or using the tablet to do estimates if you're out in the field as let's say you're a small business owner that's in the construction business or in the home flipping business, being able to use that kind of technology to instantaneously give folks, answers right then and there. So we've seen this explosion where not only do you want to be able to use tablets to do things that you think of normally, but how do you take every business process that you have and think about changing it through the filter of either being mobile, of being virtual, or being location based, and the imagination could just run endless as to how many different processes you can change just putting it through that kind of filter.
It is really true. You made me start daydreaming on some of the things that I wish that I could do when I'm away. And you're right. These are the sort of solutions that I'm excited to see. What are some of the things that we can expect to see coming up soon from you, AT&T, in the next, say, between now and Christmas?
Well, one of the things that we're really focusing a lot on is how do we look at each of the small business owners and look at them, and we're sort of looking at them based in kind of 3 categories. One is the traditional brick and mortar business. Another one is what we've been calling kind of the on-the-go business, and the other is sort of a virtual business. And so by virtual business, I mean things such as small consulting services, or when you have maybe an online store. On the go would be things traditionally like maybe plumbers or HVAC guys or landscapers, and then brick and mortar being your traditional business. And so what we're doing is we're bundling products together that naturally go together to make sense for each of these kinds of businesses to be able to transact their business better. So we've been introducing these products and under the name of All for Less, but really what it is, it's taking, for example, a bucket of our mobile business, a bucket of our mobile data, and sharing that amongst your business, having an internet connection that allows you at a high speed to connect and transact from your office location, right? Or to have some sort of voice service as well, combined with, let's say, a web page as well as remote access. And I'm throwing a lot out to you, but what we're really doing is we're taking all of these various components that are really important to our small business owners and packaging them together in a way that provides solutions. In many cases they're discounted because people are saying to AT&T, we don't have a big telecom department. Really, what we want you to be our telecom provider. We want you to be our consultant. We want you to be able to help us run our business. We'll run our small business. You guys worry about all the technology. And that's one of the things that we're working on is to introduce these new bundles in a way that makes sense to the small business owners.
Well, that's really cool. When you were mentioning types of businesses, and you said the consulting and the on the fly and the home-based e-business, you nailed 4 businesses that we run out of this house. My wife has her online Amazon business and stuff, and you're exactly right. The more we can bundle and get some of the prices down and get a little discount makes a lot of sense for me as the small business. We do everything except brick and mortar, so your services are exactly perfect for us.
Yeah, and one of the things that we realize, and this is, I think, what separates a small business owner from, let's say, some of the larger corporations, is that most of our small business owners, this is a dream that they've had, is to be in a business where they can be their own boss. They put their blood, sweat, and tears, and they put their money into into this dream. And what we recognize is that, time, the old adage about time is money, that is so true with small business owners. And so for us, we recognize the importance and the standard that small business owners put a company like AT&T through, and we're quite honored to be able to meet those standards. But it's very important to recognize that, what people really want as a small business owner is to be talked to in a certain way that says, I own my business. When I'm down, when you guys are down, I'm down. When things are going well, it's because you've helped me. And when you have that kind of relationship with a small business owner, they appreciate that. And you need to talk in their language. And that's kind of what I really want to make sure that folks recognize is AT&T understands that this is not a big corporation that we're dealing with. It's somebody's really blood, sweat, and tears. We got to make sure that we can do everything we can to make that dream come true.
That is exactly right. It is my wife's and my blood, sweat, and tears, so you're speaking directly at us. Lou, I greatly appreciate you being on the show and sharing just a little bit about what you're doing with us.
Jim, it's my pleasure, and I thank you again for being an AT&T customer for so long.
It's been like 20 years now just on this one product. Lou, if they want to find out more about small business services from AT&T, where exactly should they go?
They should go right to our website, which is at att.com/small business, and we have many of the things I talked about as well as a few other things on the website, and we'd be thrilled if they take a look at us.
Fantastic. Lou Delery, Senior Vice President of AT&T. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks, Jim.